Hello everyone, welcome back to Tyranny. This is going to be with a new recording format. Not so much in the actual recording format, but just in the technical area. So it probably will be a shorter episode. I did do a few... I've recorded with this format before, just not in this game. I didn't even know I could do it in this game, honestly. So I'll be doing this instead. And that's basically using a direct game capture instead of capturing through a window. Which I've been doing for a while, and then just editing the window out. Which is it's a really small thing. I don't know if that'll impact performance or anything. It shouldn't, in theory. But we'll see. We'll see. Did anyone level up here? No. Okay, yeah, I say we just go right into it. Let's begin here. I was thinking about resting when I realized I think this is roughly 2 wounds. Yeah, 2 wounds. And 1 wound on Barrack, but we should be able to manage. Well, if we get to 3, I'll consider resting, but besides that, strategically I should, but whatever. So, we have these 2 right in front of us, and we're about to ruin their day. So I guess let's just I wish I could have like a macro that's just like, alright, it's time to buff, haste me, I'll haste you, I'll put shield on myself. I probably should have put my shield on myself before. I probably should have hasted and then put shield on myself, but whatever. Now, how long does Vital Body actually last? Okay, so it's not longer than the cooldown. Then we'll just use it situationally. I love how there's peaceful Lethien's Crossing music playing, and then we're about to do this. I guess I might as well just start off with Fireball. That was stupid. I should have started off with Kills and Shadows, Leaping Death. Okay, well, I remember how to play this game now, kind of. I don't know if I ever knew to begin with, but, I guess to minimize wound. Whoa, okay, I guess I barely need to do anything. Yeah, he actually is afraid of death. We all are. So, to get everyone caught up on, well, whoa, Ringdropper Karatha, huh? These must be fairly important characters for the Bronze Brotherhood. But to get everyone caught up, basically I went to Zendaya in the Forge-bound Smithery area and asked for the Mage Bane helmet, but she did not want to give it to me and instead wanted the Bane cleared out instead. So I'm like, okay, that's really annoying because I dealt with a whole bunch of Bane already. But, if it avoids confrontation, I guess we could do that. And then suddenly when I left, the Bronze Brotherhood had this guy, which is now not in, he's now in the Fog of War, but he was kinda like an agent for them, or at least a sympathizer for them, and he rolled one of the bridges up so we could be attacked and ambushed. That did not go so well for the ambushers, but it's time to do it. This is a 5-pack along with a named. This one has pretty high defenses, actually. Actually, yeah, her defenses are way higher than everyone else. That's to be expected as a named character, but still. Let's go back. Everyone fully buffs again. I don't know if it's been long enough for us to have everything on cooldown, but I think it should have been. Let's actually buff Kills and Shadow. And then haste me, please, or... Yes, haste me now. Kills and Shadow, you can go ahead and just begin, honestly. So Leaping Death. We could just wipe her out immediately. I'm pretty sure that's a possibility. Shield myself. Everyone else. Unstealth, move in. Let's do it.
Right.
Destroy them. Okay, so as always, Searing Pain, and then we'll do a little combo here. I think I'm not going to do Fireball. I think I'm going to do Arid Land and then Twisting... No. Wait, I totally forgot. Right. So Twisting Flame and then Empowered Chaos. Because let's just get our debuffs out pretty much immediately. Debuffs are super strong, which is why I considered Arid Land, because it's technically a debuff. Well, I mean, it is straight up a debuff, and that's it. I don't mind playing on hard or whatever we're playing on. The only thing I've really noticed is people do more damage. Go ahead and use Shield of Suffering, or Bond of Suffering, because we're taking a whole bunch of damage right now. Healing Wisp if you can. Which I hope you can. I don't want to use a potion here, to be honest. There we go. That should stymie damage a little bit in order for us to... Did you use Bond of Suffering? No, there we go. Holy mother, that's some good stuff. Wow, that was nice. Now, I could also have Barrack use Vital Body on himself, which gives us a healing aura. I keep on forgetting I have my own damage aura. Mantle of Flames. Oh, that was a really useless Arid Land. That's Mantle of Flames, not me, actually, but... Kills in Shadow, I think. Really? That's it? Come on, that was weak. I'm 100% sure that's not their leader. God, that looks so cool. Mantle of Flames, awesome. It's not so much an aura, but just like a pulsing shield, I would almost say, except it doesn't defend you from anything. I was gonna say pulsing aura, which it kind of is.
Sorry, I can't.
Okay, what now, exactly? Oh, are there seriously more Bronze Brotherhood people over here? Hello, how you doing? This sucks on this bridge. But I have a decent amount of range. This might be one of the... This might be like the single time where having a staff in my second weapon slot might have been useful. But hey. They're kind of getting screwed by this too. Of course, now I can't really do anything. So, Kills in Shadow, I guess I'll buff you. Wait, Kills in Shadow's the only one engaged. Wow. This sucks. A lot. Yeah, maybe ranged weapons would be useful in this case. I guess we could see what Disembowel is all about. Did you miss? Because it's Sarian who's killing everybody. Disembowel misses. Okay, that's, you know, can't hit everything. Now, I would prefer that you hit this, though. Or not. Can you hit this? Let's go ahead and use Bond of Honor, actually, not Vital Body. There we go. Now kills the Shadow shielded. And it is awesome. Can I don't know if this is actually gonna hit anybody, but I'd never used this before. So we toss a rock up, and then... Okay, well... Alright. Check on Lethien. Lethien, rather? That would be their leader of Lethien's Crossing. Did they seriously attack Lethien? That would be really screwed up if they did. There's someone alive here that needs to die. Oh, 2 people?
I am a
Let's just end this.
shield wall unto myself.
Now. Time to melee for once. Oh my god, that was some heavy damage. Wow. That was cool. I didn't even recognize my explosion proc going off from doing crits. Due to the frequency of raids, all bridges can be raised. That's a smart idea. Especially when, I mean, except when things like this happen. Lethien, what? I could have sworn his house was somewhere over here. No, it's over here, right? It's right here, I think, because Vintara stood directly in front of it. And this is where we killed Vintara, if I remember right. Wow. Now this is their leader. I remember this guy. Raytomon, because I remember his freaking crazy name. Raytomon makes a mocking bow to you. Thank you, Fatebinder. You provided a better distraction than I could have hoped, and it was all I needed to retrieve what I came for. Now, I have work to do. Let's just glare silently. I don't know what make a rude gesture at him would actually do. I assume this is like flipping him off or something. Raytomon stares at you for a brief moment, as if he's expecting you to say something. Well, if that's all you have to say, he shrugs and runs away to the south. Was he wearing the Magebane helmet? Is that what that was? Wait. Why can't I check on Lethien now?
Can't do that.
Really? Did we just open the door and is he dead? If he's dead, this is really screwed up. Whoa, what? Okay, well, it's not as interesting as I thought. When I see that orange font, I mean, not font, but like border, I'm like, oh, legendary, except that's not what that means in this game. It means good. It means really damn good, but not necessarily legendary. Necessarily, rather. So, I cannot enter any buildings at all. I guess I guess that leaves us exactly one thing to do. The helmet is gone. Did anyone pick it up and make it, mistake it for ordinary equipment? Mystic Helmet's missing. Yep. Are human trinkets always so easily stolen? No. So they did kill the Forge Bound, then. Well, this lends a lot of credence to my theory of, or my perspective, I guess I should say, of the Bronze Brotherhood being kinda just jerks. Can I not click on this? What is this? Weird, I don't know. So yeah, I think that would make other potential playthroughs very interesting if you actually... Oh god, hello. If you are not doing what I'm doing and just killing them all. Although, to be honest, I have no issue with killing them all. I don't find them to be good at all. Now, my question is, like, who are these dead people? And, I mean, they look like Bronze Brotherhood members, but who were they killed by? Were they killed by villagers? Because the disfavored isn't here. Oh, here we go. Look who's here. But just a bit too late, aren't you? Raytomon, whatever. Raytomon laughs. He holds a rope, the end of which is binding Zendenia's hands. Zendenia stares at Raytomon with intense hatred. Now that I have the Mage Bane and the Forge-bound Master, nothing can stop me from unleashing the Bane on Lethien's Crossing. Oh, right! You worship the Bane. That's a point that I completely forgot about. Zendenia growls and takes a step toward Raytomon, who jumps back and puts up his hands in front of him. You notice one of his eyes is black and his nose is bleeding. Really? You motherless cur! Zendenya spits at him. Her clothes are splattered in blood, and she works her hands, fighting against the bonds holding her. As soon as I free myself, and make no mistake, I will free myself, your blood will join your underlings on my armor. It will take more than a hammer to my head to take me down. Coward, using your minutes as a distraction. You know you were no match for me. Raytomon takes another step away from Zendaya before continuing. With the Bane free, I will drive out the invaders that think this is their home and prove that the Bronze Brotherhood are the only ones strong enough to protect Lethien's crossing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a town to endanger so I could save it. Get out of here. Holy hell, I'm so glad I didn't actually speak to you the first time we met. You are all about to die. Hurl the helpless? What the hell is that? That sounds terrible. Okay, well, we aren't buffed because I'm a genius. What does Shattered Stone actually do? It does daze as well as damage, which that's actually kind of tempting right now. Especially if I hate both me and Siren. I should really be recognizing the spell symbols by now. Okay. Barrack and Kills in Shadow, you do your thing. We'll be here momentarily. Oh, hell. That was a lot of freaking damage. Yikes. Song of Benediction. If there's well, Daze wouldn't be doing too much. I feel like the right call is actually using Empowered Chaos and letting Siren do whatever she needs to do. Because that would knock things away from Siren at least. I think we're actually going to potion. I hate doing this, but, you know, it's a thing. Why? Because I have, like, this stupid arbitrary thing in my mind that's like, oh, well, potions are pretty huge. Bye. Alright, now, if Siren is not... Okay, Siren should be good. She's not prone? She's not prone. Awesome. I don't know how that person over there next to her did get prone, but whatever. I don't know if Empowered Chaos actually... Okay, use Bond of Honor here so I don't have to worry about you. Although that means Barrack's going to take more damage, but we could use Bond of Suffering afterwards. So... I keep forgetting these artifact abilities actually exist. What is Barracks actually? So it's Dauntless. I'm sure people that have played this game know exactly what it is before I even look it up. Stalwart Surge. Ooh, damn. That could be huge right now. Yeah, Barrack, go ahead and do that. I don't even want to pause just so I could see this effect. Whatever. Well, okay, you know, that I can't complain. That looked pretty awesome. It looked very holy. So, very similar to things like Judgment Blade, which is a paladin ability in another game. So on and so forth. Okay, I say we go ahead and use Shattered Stone right now, or try to anyways.
No.
Man, this area of effect is not as big as I was hoping. It'd only be hitting one person, so this is kind of useless. Ooh, Ball Lightning, that's perfect. I did not even plan for that, but whatever. Vital Body on yourself. And as for me, I think I'll just start killing people. Damn, Ball Lightning and Twisting Flames could have been huge. It's too late to do it now, but... I mean, it's never too late to do it, but it'd be way less effective. Okay. Lethien is still alive. Good. Sweet. At least that's what that objective implies. Well, let me tell you, this is a hell of a lot more interesting and fun than attacking Bane, because we've already done that. And Bane, I felt like just because I was a mage or a caster, and I assume most casters would. I mean, I'm not a caster or a full caster anyways, but I very clearly am using a lot of spells. I feel like Energy Shield is a huge, huge counter to Bane.
I can't.
So in other words, mage characters are a good counter to Bane, ironically. That's if you have the thing that reflects spell damage, obviously. Oh, everyone's here. Cool. So, Harkian Bronze, I don't know who you are. I forgot who most of you people are, actually. Fatebinder, come in! I was just told the news that the Magebane helmet had disappeared. Helm, rather. This is terrible. What happened just now? I heard some fighting out there. Are there more of them? Raytomon stole the Magebane helm and captured Zendaya. I was just beginning to believe we were finally safe, but a celebration planned before its time, no doubt will no doubt become awake. Lethien shakes his head. And without Zendaya, Zendanya, what am I saying? And without Zendanya, there's no chance of getting another helm. My friends, please go back to your homes for now. The Fatebinder has taken care of the invaders. Whoa, what? I know it's asking a lot after everything that has happened, Fatebinder, but without the helm or Zendanya, we are in the same predicament as we were before. The Bronze Brotherhood has a camp near the Old Walls at the Twin Rivers and uses the Deserters' March as a travel route. Either one of these places would be a good place to start looking for Raytomon and Zendanya. Zendanya, rather. These names are freaking crazy. I'm sorry. Please find them. I don't know much more than that, but I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help to try to answer any questions you might have. So, what's at Twin Rivers? There's another entrance to the Old Walls there, and I know the Brotherhood used the area as an outside base of operations. There are even rumors that they've been exploring the Old Walls. If that's true, Raytomon is even more insane than people have been letting on. What can you tell me about Deserters' March? It's empty, desolate, and swampy. People don't normally go there, which is why the Brotherhood use it for travel. There's less chance of running into someone on the road. If Raytomon is heading anywhere, he's likely to be using the march to get there. Is there anything else in town I should know about? I hate to add an request upon a request, Fatebinder, but I would ask one more thing of you. The recent attack was horrific, and there are a lot of folks that are in a bit of trouble now. Lahara lost some of her men in the attack. She was stretched thin before it all, so I'm sure she's going to need all the help she can get. Some townsmen have also gone missing. I've no doubt your assistance could be useful to all of them, so if it wouldn't be too much trouble, please ask the townsfolk if they need your help. He makes a formal bow. I know we have no right to ask this of you, but I know you can help where no one else can. Okay, sure. Is it just me, or does anyone else think it was a bad idea for them to place a powerful artifact where anyone can get to it? Words or not, that seems strangely short-sighted. The safety of the settlement is all that matters to me. I hope we're of similar minds on this, Fatebinder. Since you're clearly capable of handling threats, otherworldly or not, I'll see to it that the Old Walls remain open to you. The passageway leading to the base of the spire will be unsealed upon your return. If accessing it can help you in any way, please use it. Well, okay. What about the recent attack? Horrible. It's just horrible. What's on your mind, Fatebinder? He shakes his head. Why do you think the Brotherhood attacked? He snorts, frustration evident in his voice. I think it's safer to say that Raytomon attacked, although perhaps they're one and the same. I've been around long enough to know to spot the weed that'll strangle your crops. That man has always carried a bit of poison inside him, even before Kairos kicked the Brotherhood out. Kairos, I mean, whoa, I don't even know why I said that. Ray Tomon once burned a village to the ground to kill a rival that was hiding there with the help of some sympathetic folks. He said that the villagers raised arms against them, but that's a load of pig shit. He did it because he was obsessed with getting vengeance and never lets go of his obsessions. This rival wronged him before, so he left no stone unturned until she was dust in the ground. Consequences be damned. Whatever fool notion compelled him in order to order his men. I mean, whatever fool notion compelled him to order his men to come to Lethien's Crossing and steal Magebane, I guarantee you, has everything to do with that obsessiveness. He hasn't changed all these years. There's something big he wants. Rest assured, and right now, we're all in his way. Okay, why do you think Ray Tomon took Zendenya captive? Interesting question. Eldian scratches his beard, squinting his eyes in thought. Truth be told, the Forge-bound and the Bronze Brotherhood never really got along. The Ironworkers think of themselves as artisans, and the Brotherhood sees soldiers as dim-witted thugs, and sees Brotherhood soldiers as dim-witted thugs that aren't worthy of their fancy swords. The Brotherhood, for their part, see the Forge-bound as docile servants of the Overlord, happy to trade their dignity for regular meals in a steam-filled prison they call the Forge. I don't know if Ray Tomon aimed to take Zendenya. Quite frankly, she's just as likely to cave his head in with her hammer on any given day. He chuckles at the thought. Whether he planned it or not, giving the Forge-bound their comeuppance is probably something he's wanted for years. How dangerous are things now without Magebane? Truth be told, Fatebinder, I'm much more concerned about that helmet than Brotherhood on a rampage. It's true we survived here for long without magical protection, but that situation could change as soon as you blink. He points to a dark, scarred patch of skin on his neck. I got this many years ago. Thankfully, Bane attacks were few and far between then. He pulls back on his sleeve to reveal some tightly wound bandages on his forearm and biceps. These I got in separate attacks in the last 2 months. Something is driving the Bane out of the old walls. Why do you think Zendanya was ordered to come here and deliver that fancy helmet? How is everyone? Not well, I'm afraid. There's been some tension here and there with the Brotherhood, but by and large, they've never attacked people in the settlement. They actually had their fair share of admirers here, believe it or not. I'm sure they did, because I spoke with a few of them. We've at least a dozen dead, more wounded. Most folks stayed inside and got out of harm's way, but everyone's rattled. He gingerly rubs a bandage around his hand, wincing as he does. The attack didn't make a lick of sense. Who's to say that Raytomon might not return for more? Where did Raytomon take Zendenya? The Brotherhood doesn't like to stay in one place for long, so I can't easily point you to one location, I'm afraid. Haven's full of thick forested caravans and river crossings. They like to make themselves at home at places like that for days at a time. I didn't even know they were related to Haven, but okay. And then just when word reaches travelers of their whereabouts, they pick up and move on. Crafty fellows. I doubt Raytomon would continue that routine with Zendenya and Magebane in tow, though. Rumor has that he sometimes moves through the old walls, which, on account of it being absolutely daft, probably means it's true. He shrugs. This is all a long-winded way for me to say that I'm in the dark here. Sorry, Fatebinder. It seems that I don't know how I would actually get this sort of insight to ask this question, but okay. Seems that, like, not everyone agrees with him. I've heard some rumblings about that. Word is that their leader is the paranoid sort. He sees conspiracy and betrayal at every turn. I've seen a few of his lieutenants come and go. Pretty sure they're not all falling in battle. Tell me, if that's the sort of man you're following, how long do you think it'll be before someone else tries to stake a claim? I've known some Brotherhood men and women in my time. I'd never call them wholesome, but not all of them are arsewipes. This move by Raytomon is going to rub some of his folks the wrong way. Okay, that's a good point. This makes me think that Raytomon is almost like, what is it? What's his name? Freaking Stratus Harridan, where everyone hates him, so there are people willing to take him down of his own faction. Of course, we simplify that by just killing everybody. So, there's not much complexity there. But I mean, the Bronze Brotherhood, conceivably, because they're cell swords. Cell swords are so varied in terms of morality that you can't really lump them all into like the same mindset as their leader. Because we've been playing another cell sword game, man, I can tell you that that's definitely emphasized there. Merchant Helena, could you tell me about the seal? Okay, guess not. Hello, pig. Lots of pigs here. You know, this is a pretty good segue, I think, into now I should take a bit of time to, restock, resupply, do all this stuff. I think I will go around trying to talk to at least everyone with a tag above their head. And maybe we'll get something out of them. Oh, here we go. Basila looks at the seal for a few moments and shakes her head. Can't say I recognize it, but I don't really go into the fair of Lethien's Crossing unless I have to. Harkian Bronze might, though. He seems to be well-traveled. Okay, where is he, is the question. Merchant Tychus. Nope. Well... Oh, hi. Harkian Bronze. Ah, Fatebinder, come to stock up, I see. Harkian Bronze, at your service, he bows. What can I do for you? I could have sworn I spoke to you before, but okay. What can you tell me about the other merchant companies in the tiers? Oh, there have been several over the years, and they've thrived or struggled in this new law of age. This new age of law. Pardon me. He counts off his fingers. There were the jade marmots, the lace fringe, the linked rings, and of course the hand over quill. He grimaces at the last one. But don't let me forget about the visitors of prosperity, the yellow Mongols, the tenfold pallor. Never mind. He trails on for some time. Tell me about Hand Over Quill. They were once a powerful trade organization that, well, he cups his mouth and glances around. Let's just say you didn't want to get between them and a contract. What with Tunan's new laws, new laws in the bastard city, the Quill slunk into the shadows of Kyrus' authority, trying to keep a lower profile. If you're involved in any of their dealings, stay far away. A shipment of iron and weapons went missing. It was found with the seal in a house in Echo Call Crossing. He strokes the shadow of a beard growth under his chin. Suspicious, I agree. But war always has its little problems. He waves a dismissal. It doesn't add up. Now, if we could return to the subject of my wares, he smiles and ready to show you some fancy bauble. The weapons were meant for the disfavored, and the Venturine Guard suddenly had iron weapons. The Venturine Guard. Harchiard. Harchiand, rather. Freaking hell. Harkiand. Whatever. Harkiand drums his fingers on his mouth and considers. Well, this changes things, I suppose. Okay. So what does the Hand Over Quill have to do with the Venturine Guard? First things first. This will come at a price. If something unfortunate took place and my connection were traced back to me, the consequences would be costly. You know, I'm shocked to find an honest merchant like yourself engaged in illicit trade. His complexion loses some color. Illicit? Whatever you mean. Well, that bottle over there, the essence of maizenberries, it's a deadly poison. What bottle? Harkian turns, pulling on the end of his beard. He tries to follow the direction of your gesture. There's no... Then his confusion clears, replaced by stark understanding. Of course there's a bottle, and after you tell the authorities that I must have stashed or destroyed it, then it's your word against mine. Am I correct? Yeah, most perceptive of you. Occupational hazard. The merchant lets out a heavy sigh. I should be used to this by now. If you breathe a word of this to anyone, I will denounce you the liar. I will denounce you for the liar that you are. But he looks around to make sure there are no settlers close enough to overhear what is being said. I received instructions from Fifth Eye to use Hand Over Quill to deliver iron weapons to Ventrine's Well Citadel. Vendrian's Well, Citadel, rather. I don't question my orders. I just follow through. And I don't know anything else, and that's the truth. Okay. Well, that's a hell of a thing, isn't it? Fifth Eye, we haven't heard, I mean, it has been literal weeks in my case since I've seen him. Wow. Where did we get the Sigil of Fire? I forget. Oh, I think we started out with it, right? Pretty sure we did. This is the, this is Lethien's mistress, right? Which, in other words, we have no reason to be here. I'm pretty sure it would be. Yep, this is definitely that place. Do you have any new things to talk about? Nope, that's not something new to talk about. I'm out of here. Okay, well. We were told to talk to the villagers around, and that's what I will do. Once everyone's spoken to, I think that's when we start doing the inventory management part of the game that I've been neglecting. So that is not going to be on camera. And then we'll pick up after that. So that's the plan going forward. Wait, who are you? I'm moving, I lost too many friends here, never trusted that Ritomon fellow.
Sorry, I can't.
Hello. Kalyan, who are you? I don't recall. I'm pretty sure I've done this in, like, the very beginning of episode, I mean act. Oh, Fatebinder over here, I would speak with you. Would you? Greetings, Fatebinder. I understand that you helped us out when the Brotherhood attacked. Now that things have calmed down, I was wondering if you could help me. My sister, Kalia, disappeared when the Brotherhood showed up, and I haven't seen her since. She seems to have this idea that Lethien's Crossing would do better in the hands of the Bronze Brotherhood. I've tried to persuade her otherwise, but she won't listen. Knowing her, she was probably looking for a way to join the Brotherhood as soon as they arrived. People are saying that they were headed down toward Deserter's March when they ran off. Will you look for her? I have no means of doing it myself. I'm not a fighter, and I have no skills in confrontation. Sure. I'll see what I can find out. She means the world to me, and I'm sick with worry. His expression falls again, but this time there's a distant shadow of hope. Okay. Nope. Still looking. Whose house are you in front of? I assume it's yours? Well, hey. Maybe we would have just killed her if... Or maybe she wouldn't even show up if we didn't have this quest. Oh, this is the abandoned house that I never understood the point of. Or maybe it's just his house and he's not in it right now. That's another possibility, I suppose. But I'm pretty sure it was abandoned the first time we were around here. Could be wrong about that, but I'm fairly certain I'm not. So I heard about these load times. But it could just be my computer, to be perfectly honest. And I know I shouldn't really complain about what I have, but that's why I believe it would be slower than usual. But I mean, it's not terribly slow. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, right. My point was I've seen complaints from other people that the loading times are kind of significant. But for the most part, the longest loading time is actually when you just start the game up, and after that, it's fine. Like, this is maybe, what, let's say, 10 seconds? 15? Okay, maybe longer than that, I don't know. So I don't think it's just me that's getting this issue. Maybe it is, for all I know it could be. Biotis, do you have anything new? No, you do not. You want to sell me some stuff. I might take you up on that, though. Dea, I believe... Over here, I need your help. I remember you, actually. Fatebinder! Dea cries out to you. I need your help. It's terrible! Her voice breaks and she wipes her hand across her eyes. My wife is dead. Oh, I remember. Yeah, her wife's Phaedra. I remember this now. She puts her face in her hands and sobs. Poor Phaedra. She pulls her hands away, a fierce passion in her eyes. She was slain by the Bronze Brotherhood. This cannot be allowed to stand. I demand a Fatefinder's justice. Well, I can find her killer, but how do you know it was the Brotherhood? The necklace! She hands to move over her neck, tracing bare skin. She was wearing the necklace I gave her when She bursts into tears. It was a younger man. Her words tremble with her sobs. Sandro. She whispers the name in a lower tone. He struck her dead and took the necklace. I was paralyzed. I just froze and just watched. Her eyes well up as more tears overtake her. Well, bearing false witness could lead to even more murder. Are you sure it was Sandro and not some other Brotherhood mercenary? Of course I'm sure. I would recognize Sandro anywhere. The angry tone in her voice rises. He and Phaedra were friends once. They had a falling out years ago over some trivial matter. He must still be angry about it. I think he took the necklace as a token. You know how these mercenary thugs are. I'm going to say this line here, but I didn't pick up this. I mean, I did not pick up on this at all when I spoke with them the first time. You didn't seem very happy to have her around yesterday. The reason I'm doing this is because I have no clue where exactly this would come from. You presume to know my feelings just because I don't fawn over her. I don't love her. Because I don't smile and swoon when she speaks, I am unhappy? How dare you? She puts up a hand over her eyes and sobs. Well, I guess that's the appropriate response for what I asked, so yes. Okay, I'll be back after I find him. Kill him. Well, kill Sandro, and please, bring back the necklace. The thought of those thugs pawning it, she rests her head in her hands and sobs. You can't let him get away with this. The Brotherhood's hideout is somewhere in the Twin Rivers. Kill him and give me some peace. Okay. I could do that, yes. Because killing people is, I mean, you know, you almost don't need to ask me. Because if I go someplace, unintentionally, by the way, they're probably going to end up dead. Who are you two people standing in front of a house? All this violence and death needs to stop. This constant fighting can't be good for the business and the settlement. Actually, war is profit sometimes. Although, when, you know, the war comes directly to your doorstep, that's a bit of a problem in terms of profit. Because you can't make profit if you're dead. Or maybe you can in some worlds. Wounds being cleared when a character gains a new level is very weird to me, and I admit I have been utilizing that, especially in earlier levels when levels came hard and fast. So, yeah, I've definitely been utilizing that, because a few times I know I've been like, oh, they have 4 wounds. Whatever. Ooh, cheese. Okay, it's not that interesting, actually. Now, what's up here? Because it seems like we've never been up here. Is anything up here of notice or report? Oh, we've totally been up here before. Oh, the dead bodies must have been the guards. Well, it seems like a few settlers actually took the disfavored positions here, so I guess they probably fought against the Bronze Brotherhood. So I presume that's why that happened. Come to bring your justice? Yeah, I bring my justice everywhere, really. Okay, well, I think we're good. If for some reason we're not, I'll add it to this video, and by we're not, I mean I find some important dialogue that happens when I'm doing inventory nonsense. So don't worry about that. But for the most part, I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a bit of a break. I'll come back and our inventory might look completely different. Hopefully it looks less of a mess than it currently is, because goodness knows this is really fun to look at. And this is the way I play RPG games. So, yeah. But I know that for the sake of other people being along for me with this in this experience, this is not the most productive thing in the world. So, yeah. I'll be clearing this up. We're probably going to have a lot more gold to deal with. I mean, not gold, but iron, I guess I should say, to buy some stuff with, and it'll be great. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys real soon.